News 46 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. News 46 is also brought to you by Humana, serving the community. Please stop in at 1397 South Loop Road on the corner of Loop and Highway 160.
Tonight on News 46, a deputy is attacked in open court, and a man is arrested for allegedly threatening a senior citizen. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. And Eunette Gentry. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
The undersheriff's son is attacked while on duty. It's Thursday, May 17th. I'm Eunette Gentry. Nye County Sheriff's Office Deputy Eisenlawful was attacked by an inmate while in court. Eisenlawful quickly took down that suspect as the two fell to the ground inside a doorway.
Inmate Fritz was in court with our deputy as well as other inmates, and he attacked Deputy Eisenlawful, and Deputy Eisenlawful was able to take him quickly into custody, and the incident was over with.
Was Eisenlawful a bailiff in the court at that time?
No, he was there working for the detention center, bringing the inmates over for court.
Did the inmate say why he decided to attack the officer?
No, we've had numerous issues with him in custody. This is not his first fight. He's had several charges for battery on our deputies. This was just another incident where he just is, I think, just trying to be a jerk, and he just attacked our deputy.
Is there additional charges now, right?
There was. He was booked on battery on a protected person by an inmate, and he's had several of those since his original incarceration. He was brought in originally for throwing a rock at one of our patrol cars, and then kind of since he's been in custody, he's just been one of those problem children.
So is there any injuries that Officer Eisenlawful incurred?
No injuries to any party. You can see in the footage that we released that he jumped up and attacked Deputy Eisenlawful. Deputy Eisenlawful did a great job and grabbed him and immediately took control of the situation.
Whose courtroom was this?
I was in Judge Sullivan's court.
A suspect who's reportedly battling a drug addiction is accused of taking advantage of a senior citizen over an extended period of time.
Sean McNally has been arrested for elder abuse and exploitation and under the influence of a controlled substance at a location on Pahrump Valley Boulevard. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to a home on Pahrump Valley Boulevard for a report of a possible fraud. Upon contact with the male, police say that he met McNally about a year previously when McNally was asking for help with his air conditioning unit, and ever since that day, he said McNally would harass, intimidate, and threaten him. Also, bully and manipulate him into giving over $100,000 and the promise of keeping his car that McNally had been driving. He also said that McNally said that his wife had died. However, the victim said that he had seen McNally with his wife. He also said that McNally said that he had blood cancer and on a few occasions attempted to turn him down for money, but McNally told him that he would blow up things, take his car, his house, and everything he owned. Police asked the elderly man why he was giving him so much money. He said he really didn't know, but that he was hoping to get out of it because he doesn't like him. For some reason, the elderly gentleman told police that for the last 6 months, he had promised McNally to pay him $65,000 to get him out of his hole and get his credit cards out of Hawk. McNally allegedly gave the victim a date of May 1st for the deadline to pay the $65,000. Police made contact with the individual on Gregory Street, which was listed as the address that McNally lived at. The landowner said that he had evicted Sean McNally in April. However, Sean had made a promise to pay all the accrued rental fees on a post-dated check, which had the victim's name on it. McNally told the landowner that that was in fact his dad. He said he accepted the check, but had not cashed it because he feared it may be fraudulent. When police spoke to McNally, they said that a white straw fell out of his pocket onto the ground. They said that it resembled a tool used to ingest heroin. McNally was then placed under arrest, and he chose to waive his Miranda rights, according to police. He said he really wanted to talk to them because he needed help. He said that he was up to $100 a day in a heroin addiction, and that he would mix that with methamphetamines and marijuana in order to function. Police say that McNally was embarrassed by his addiction and wanted to submit to testing in hopes that he could get some help. He was transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center, where he was tested, which resulted in presumptive positive for opiates, methamphetamine, THC, and cocaine.
Burros from Death Valley National Park will soon be moving to a new home. The National Park Service has entered into a 5-year agreement with the Texas-based nonprofit Peaceful Valley Donkey Rescue to capture 2,500 burros from Death Valley National Park and to relocate them to off-site adoption facilities and sanctuaries. Peaceful Valley will use humane methods to capture those burros. Peaceful Valley will transport burros to temporary holding facilities before transferring them to a training facility. Trainers will work to prepare the burros for adoption. Park Service officials expect that relocation effort to begin in late May. And the popular Ford F-150 truck will be back on the market soon. Angela Miles reports about that and more in today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, Ford is trying to stay on track with getting its F-150 back into production.
I was like, just
Plants
keep
in
smiling,
Dearborn,
don't look
Michigan
away.
and Kansas City, Missouri were temporarily stalled following a massive fire earlier this month at a supplier factory. The automaker plans to resume production tomorrow. Cisco Systems will be in focus today. The stock initially moved lower on earnings, even though Cisco beat estimates on earnings and revenue, plus guidance was in line with expectations. The Senate successfully voted to bring back net neutrality. The FCC is ending the rules in June, making it possible for internet providers to block, speed up, or slow down speeds on the internet. And a cowboy boot company is kicking up a storm on Wall Street. Shares of Boot Barn roped in a more than 12% gain Wednesday after the company reported strong earnings. Analysts called it a rock-solid report.
Thanks, Angela. And coming up after the break, hear what county commissioners say about ongoing road repairs right here in Pahrump.